brothers and sisters, remember with me one thing from the Sermon on the Mount. I'm going to give you a choice of three. First of all is mercy. Secondly is purity. Third is peace. Let's start with mercy. Now, the Beatitudes, which is code for trying to live beautifully, is living mercifully. So today, join me in this call. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. A fistful of mercy, really. Now, it's a crazy operating principle to base the foundation of a kingdom upon, but it is this mercy that is the glue that connects the human to the divine. Mercy is also the glue that connects human with human. It's attractive, it's winsome, especially to God. What is it? It's getting less than you deserve. Does it mean that mercy forgets justice? No, I think mercy remembers justice. So the teaching point was to go find someone that you'd like to wreak justice upon, to give them a fistful of justice, and give them instead a fistful of mercy. So who in your life deserves this fistful of justice? It has to be somebody hard, because then you can deliver mercy to them. Thinking mercifully or extending mercy in an actionable way, doing merciful acts. So let mercy power your soul and mind and hands and wallet. Blessed are those who give a fistful of mercy. And then secondly, the second part of the verse is, those who give a fistful of mercy shall receive a fistful of mercy. So in this doing a merciful thing to the worst person in your life, I pray that you find a horrible, undeserving person in your life so that you can do this and extend mercy. Now, hurry, because we live in a mercy world right now, or at least we have the opportunity for mercy. The bad news is we won't always live in a merciful world. That is, justice is coming. So when we pray, thy kingdom come, when it fully comes, justice is going to be a big part of that. So this mercy world that we're living in now, the opportunity at least, won't last forever. So the world of mercy is a temporary reprieve. So hurry, use your mercy today. All right, secondly, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Now this is a state of having been prepared for usefulness. That's what purity is. It means to be ready for usefulness. Purity means ready to be of service. The pure in heart are the best people to be around. They're powerful, they're content, they're postured correctly, they're striving after the right things. Who wouldn't want a neighbor or a friend who is like this? So in a sense, we are pure before God only because we can hide in Him. His righteousness is actually what makes us pure and righteous by association. So the cloak of His purity is what positionally makes us pure as we wrap ourselves in it. So nobody ends up poor in spirit, mourning, meek, righteous seeking, without some human effort as well as the great efforts of God. So being pure of heart doesn't happen by accident. So let's talk about God in the process of purity. So God has to be this great mover to make us pure. A pure heart is one that has been and is currently being assisted by the Lord. A pure heart is one which we get borrowed purity from. So the only way to be spotless before God is to hide under this tunic of accomplishment and purity of, wait for it, Jesus. So we can achieve purity. There is even such thing as pure in heart. That's one that's liked by God. So we don't wear this invisibility cloak before God, but we wear this acceptability cloak before God. So the question is, are you ready to be of service? Then be pure in heart. Do you want to see God? That's the ultimate prize in the passage. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. And that is what comes in, what is inside comes outside eventually. And what's inside comes outside into thoughts. And what's inside comes outside into words. So your thoughts are an advertisement of your need for God. Specifically today, your need for a pure heart. So our actions betray what's pure or not pure inside our heart. So are you ready for some heart surgery? Draw near. Come to the great physician. Come. And then finally today, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. So put yourselves in a position to give voice and give action to this path of peace. So be a peacemaker with other men and help reconcile them to God. And then also be a peacemaker of other men towards other men. So without Jesus, this is a silly thing, because without Jesus, we don't have this vertical peace with God. Through him, we can be at peace with God. And then we can be peacemakers because he is the great peacemaker, capital P. So peacemaking towards me is then demonstrated by peacemaking from me. So he had made peace with me. The least I can do is to act like it with others. In other words, there should be a peace dividend that is seen and demonstrable in each of our lives. So regarding peacemakers, give voice and legs and money and obedience and service to this peace that we have with the Lord. Remember, peace is made with the most violent of activities in history, which is the cross. The Lord takes the alienated, the hostile, and the evil who are positionally and makes peace with them. So the benefits are that the far off have been brought near by this blood and suffering and sacrifice. He himself is our peace. He unifies the conflicting parties. He breaks the dividing wall of hostility. He remedies that hostility by killing it with what happens on the cross. So today, 3 things from the Sermon on the Mount, specifically from the Beatitudes, the tail end of the Beatitudes, 3 words. Do one. Maybe it's mercy. Maybe it's purity. Maybe it's being a peacemaker. Go and do likewise.